Creating a Google presentation is fairly easy if you've used PowerPoint presentation before. So you're going to come up into your drive, and once in your drive, you're going to click the Create button and create a presentation. The first thing it's going to ask you once you're creating a presentation is to change the theme. You can choose any of these themes offered, or you can import one that maybe you've downloaded from the web. We're just going to select the basic one. And the first slide that always comes up is going to be the title slide. You can change this by coming up here where it says slide, excuse me, and you're going to change the layout. So you could do the different layouts here if you'd like a different one, if you'd like it to be blank instead and start out with maybe something else. If you don't like the white background, you can always change the background. You can choose an image to embed in the back of your background, or you could actually have a different color if you'd like. You need to make sure that if you want all of the slides to have this change made, you have to apply to all, which would make sure that every slide would be that color or have that image. You can also insert some different things. So we've got the toolbar here. If you hover your cursor, you can see some of the things that you can insert. And you can also do it from this toolbar. And we're going to actually try inserting a video. You can search. It tells you to search. If you know the URL that it comes from, then you can paste it here. It currently only plays YouTube videos, so if your video is in a different format, you'll need to make sure it's uploaded into YouTube in order to have the video viewable within Google Presentation. Inserting an image is also very easy. You can quickly do a search if you know the image that you'd like to use. You can look for certain colors. If I changed it to purple, it'll bring up things in Google that are purple, and so on. So if you're looking for something that matches a certain color or any type, all colors is also pretty good. Once you get this image onto your screen, I'm going to select that one. And it says it's in an unsupported format, so we can't use that. Some images off the web do not like to be embedded, so let's try a different one. Try this one here. Now once we get to this point, you have the 4 arrows. The 4 arrows are going to allow you to move the image around when you see those 4 arrows. If you go to the little boxes in the corners, you can make the image smaller or larger. And this top one is going to allow you to rotate it if you need to. Deleting the image is very easy. You just select the image and press delete on your keyboard. Or you can right click it and come down to where it says cut, and it will take care of that image for you. We're going to add a title here. And what we're going to do is add some animations to this to show you how that works. So you're going to come up here and go to slide. We're going to change the transition. So currently on the slide itself, there's no transition. So we're going to give the slide a cube transition. And I've also selected some text that I want to animate. If I wanted the cube to be applied to all slides, so for instance from each slide it's going to be in a cube, you could apply to all slides. You can also change the speed right here. I'm going to add an animation, and it says for the demo presentation it's going to fade in on a click. I can change that right here. Maybe I would like it to zoom in on click. You can also do it by paragraph if you'd like, and then there's that. I'm going to select this one also. I'm going to add another animation, and I'm going to have that one, instead of fade in, I'm going to have it fly in on click. So let's play with what that particular one is going to look like. I'm going to have to click here, zooms in, and flies in. So you can play around with that as much as you want, or you could just make a basic show. So when you're done with this, you can close it out. The bottom of the presentation actually allows you to add in notes down here at the bottom. It says for you to click to add notes, and those are just speaker notes. You could click to add those. Notice the toolbar slightly changed though when I clicked off. If I click back on my presentation, the toolbar comes up so that I can edit some different things. So once I click off of it, it's asking me if I want to change the layout, the background, the theme, or any transitions. When I'm completed with my slideshow, you may want to know how to present. You can either do that from up here, and it tells you to present from the beginning. You can present with those speaker notes, or you can present in a new window. If you're interested in printing it, you'd go to File, and you'd come down to Print, and we're going to go to Print Settings first so I can show you what it looks like. It says that it's going to print the one slide without notes. Well, I'm going to go back here because I want to close this out and add a few more slides to show you what it actually can do when you have a bunch of slides. Now that I have a few slides here, when I go up to File and I go down to Print Settings and Preview, it has some options here. I can either print one slide per page, or I can do a handout. I can do up to 6 slides per page. And that just shows you that that could be a way to print it out for maybe a student that didn't get a chance to view the slideshow, or maybe somebody that wasn't able to access it for some reason. You can print it portrait or landscape, and that's going to change the view of it a little bit. If it's got backgrounds that have pictures, you can hide those. You can download it as a PDF document, which makes it easier for everybody. It's a portable document, and it allows everybody to open it, or just print from there. I'm going to close that. I'm going to show you a couple more things. One other thing that you're going to need to do is possibly download it to your computer. You can download it if you have PowerPoint as a Microsoft PowerPoint. You can download it as a PDF. You can download it as a JPEG image or a PNG image. Okay, so those are all things, and that will allow you to save it onto your computer. A couple other things you might need to know are sharing. Sharing is up over here in the corner, just like in any others. Now you need to remember, before you can share, or before you even close out of the document, you need to make sure that you title it. I'm going to save it, and the same thing pops up to share. If I click on Advanced, it's going to give me a little bit more options here. I can change that and make it available to anyone on the web, anyone with a link, anyone within our school district, or off. I'm going to cancel out of that, and I'm not going to share it at this moment. And that is basically how it works.